narrative raised contempt, then Pep Guardiola perhaps shouldn't expect a roller coaster ride at the Emirates this evening. Welcome to our broadcast. We are the nation's finest sports team, Femi The Gang, and we are live. It's 99.3 Nigeria Info, and it's a big match of the day. It's Arsenal set to play against Manchester City. Are you ready? The promises to be explosive. Exciting time we anticipate. Can Arsenal avenge two losses already from Manchester City, or Manchester City are set to continue from where they stopped? They know how to defeat the Arsenal. Tonight may just be different if you are an Arsenal fan. Welcome again, it's Football Frenzy, and it's a pleasure to have you locked on. My name is Bolaniwa Olajide, and I won't be in the studio alone today, this beautiful day. But we just call it tonight already. Yeah, it can still be classified as a day. And it's always nice whenever the big boys come out to play, albeit in the midst of the snow. There were doubts about the possibility of this game going ahead. But guess what? The green light is on, and we are set to witness a big match if you may, between Arsenal and table toppers Manchester City. I'm not alone. I've got Nnamdi Akuba right here. And he's had a lot to say even before kickoff. I wonder if he's changed his mind after seeing the starting 11s.
First of all, good evening to you. How do they call you, Femi? Che, you don't old. All right, good evening to you, Bola, and to everyone who's listening and everyone who's watching, because we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. Do log in and you'd see us live as we're getting set for this big one. What a way to start the new month, the first day of March. This big fixture. Well, is it a big fixture anymore? I don't know. Owing to the fact that Arsenal are where they are and City are where they are. So many years ago, you would say this was Arsenal's game to win, but now it's kind of shaky at the moment. But Pep Guardiola, landmark for him, 100 games in charge of Manchester City. That's a big one, and this is the third time these two teams are meeting this season. And of course, we know the last game out there at Wembley, that was the Carabao Cup. One man was missing, Henrik Mkhitaryan, and now he plays for Arsenal. Will he be the difference? That's the big question.
Well, the big question, and of course, we are always looking for answers. Are we set to get the answers? We're just seconds away from kickoff. Arsenal, and the pitch looks perfect, even with the doubts about the game going on as planned. So Arsenal wearing their traditional red and white, and Manchester City deciding to go for the away jersey today. Like Nnamdi hinted, we're live on Facebook, just like we do when the big boys come out to play. You can join us on Facebook at Nigeria Info FM, or that's the Twitter handle. But on Facebook, all you have to do is go to the search box. If you're not following Nigeria Info, type Nigeria space Info space 99.3, and you can watch us live while we run commentary on the game between Arsenal and Manchester City. It's a big surprise that the stadium is not full to capacity, and you can understand as well that it's been a snowy day in England, so maybe some people would have found it difficult getting to the match venue, that is the Emirates. But of course, credit to the Manchester City fans who have travelled all the way from Manchester to London to support the citizens, almost set to win the Premier League this year. So let's play on Facebook. You can also join us on Twitter, Nigeria Info FM. And not forgetting WhatsApp. When it's time, we'll take all your messages and all your expectations for today's big clash. Just like Nnamdi said, maybe no longer the biggest of matches because of where Arsenal are placed.
Yeah.
But when two sides meet and they are Champions League teams, then you have to say the quality is there. Are we going to see it on display? But let's quickly go to the starting lineup to let you know who and who are playing for the two sides. Arsenal playing from left to right, and City are playing from right to left. So for the Arsenal side, Mkhitaryan is back after failing to turn up for the final of the Carabao Cup on Sunday. Not necessarily failing to turn up, it was cup tied because he already played in the competition this season for Manchester United. So Arsenal started in goal with Petr Cech. They've started as well with Kolasinac, Koscielny, Mustafi, and Bellerin in defense. And midfield they've got Granit Xhaka, Ramsey, Mkhitaryan, Mesut Ozil, Danny Welbeck, and Aubameyang leads the Arsenal team going forward. For Manchester City side, of course, strong lineup as always, similar to the one that played in the Carabao Cup final that they won. Ederson Moraes starts in goal, Danilo Otamendi, Company, and Kyle Walker. In the midfield they've got David Silva, They've got Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, and of course, going forward, they've got Leroy Sané, Sergio Aguero, and Bernardo Silva. Let's quickly talk about the players on the bench for the two sides. Arsenal are without that man, Jack Wilshere, will start on the bench for the Arsenal team. Pardon me, not even on the bench. Jack Wilshere will sits out the game completely. They've got Ospina, Foden, Iwobi, Chambers, Maitland-Niles, El Neni, and Nketiah on the bench. For the Manchester City side, they've got Claudio Bravo, John Stones, Laporte, Jesus is back, Zinchenko, Yaya Toure, and Foden. Referee for today is Andre Marina, who is set to make sure this game is fair for the two sides. No VAR, so it's solely based on the referee's decisions in this match.
Yeah.
It's already 3 minutes, and it's 2 goalless. Arsenal 0, City 0.
Arsenal 0, City 0, and you would say first 3 minutes evenly matched. It seems Arsenal have seen the tactics of Manchester City, and they come in and they really want to show what they have, but it's going to be very difficult. I think whoever scores opens the way for the other, or whoever scores goes ahead to win. At this point, it's evenly matched by both teams. We've seen runs being made by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, also Mesut Ozil. Henrik Mkhitaryan needs to be very instrumental in this game. He needs to do something different, and for City, of course, they already know what to do. If they win this game, 16 points clear off their neighbours at Manchester United. That's going to be massive for them. 10 more games to go after this, and City will be looking for, a comfortable win against Arsenal.
Well, we've seen City start so positive in football matches, and today is another day where City starts very confident. Arsenal struggling to get the ball, and City with the likes of Leroy Sané, Danilo even from the left side, not forgetting Bernardo Silva, David Silva, and we can forget that nice stroke of a striker. His name is Sergio Aguero, always waiting for chances to score and punish opposing teams. Pep Guardiola is a stubborn man, and I say that because he's refused to stop wearing the yellow ribbon. You know the story about the yellow ribbon?
Yeah. He was.
He says they don't want it, and he says, first, I'm a human being, and people are in jail, some are in exile. When they come back, they'll be prosecuted and sent to jail. I'll keep protesting and fighting for the innocent, he says.
Yeah, well, he's not commando. I don't know why he wants to protest and fight. The FA has said they don't want it. Does he want to do Avengers?
Well, I think he has a way to escape, because according to the UEFA rules, they said as long as it's not offensive, you can actually do it.
Yeah, but the
So he says it's not offensive.
But the FA see that's what I'm saying. But the FA see it as offensive. The FA, they see it as offensive, and if they see it as offensive, you should do something. I mean, you are not a superhero. When a red ribbon won't change, or yellow ribbon rather won't change anything, you can do that in your home. You can do that in your day-to-day, activities. When you go to the market, when you take your dog on the stroll, and all that. They tell you they don't want to see this thing. They don't want to see it, and it's as simple as that. It's just him being stubborn. Like I said, he's not a superhero. Whatever he wears doesn't change it. Well. What's his name? Jupp Heynckes. He's not stubborn. He's a top manager. Ancelotti is not stubborn. He's a top manager. I mean, I don't see why you need to be. And this is unnecessary. It has nothing to do with football. Just take it off.
Right, just take it off. According to Nambia Kuga. Shout out to you guys on Facebook.
Yeah, the messages everywhere.
Shout out. This is my camera. Yes.
Yeah, that's.
Saying hi to you guys. Thank you.
This is mine.
That's your camera. I don't think so.
No, it's mine.
Your camera.
No, it's mine.
Which one is our camera?
Two of them. I choose one.
We can wave our camera on the left and on the right. So, hi guys. Thanks for joining us today. And we're not forgetting you guys on the radio. At times when we go out live on Facebook, we most times want to concentrate on the people looking at us, and we forget we are also on the radio. But if you're in your car, if you're heading home, if you're in traffic, don't worry. We've got the cover for you. Arsenal are playing and they haven't considered. City haven't considered.
Yeah.
But of course, comments before the start of the game, it was all about City going into win this game. So if City will win, do you see them scoring 3 goals, just like we saw in the Carabao Cup final? Or Arsenal are set to avenge that defeat? I'm sure they are still sad about our loss. They didn't turn up. I remember the former Manchester United captain Gary Neville calling Arsenal spineless.
Spineless, yeah.
Turn up in the cup final, man. How do you lose 3 goals to 0 in the cup final?
Yeah, I think calling them spineless should be a motivation. If you ask me, I think it should be something that should motivate the team as they go forward. Yeah, that they have spine. But before that, we just saw a chance by Aubameyang, not quick enough to get the ball before Moraes went in there. So it means Arsenal are doing something right. I think Arsenal are playing more like City in this game. They are the ones with all the possession. They are the ones pushing forward. Should I give City an excuse, say the cold? I don't think so. I think they are international players. I think they are big boys. They should be able to do this. But Arsenal are bossing the game so far. They are the ones with all the possession. Their defense is straight, into the midfield area of the game. And one thing I've noticed, Bola, is the lines for the boxes, the 18-yard box, the center line. It's a different color. It's not white. It's blue. Yeah, because it's been snowing and that. Yeah, they had to be drawing line every time.
It's very important to get the center circle and the 18-yard area. Very push on the football matches. That's not attack. The cross is good. Almost an own goal there. For Ederson Moraes, the City goalkeeper collects eventually, and it's an escape, you have to say, for Manchester City. They started well, Arsenal getting into the game, and nearly scored, and that's the force, the real opening of the match. Aguero at the other end strikes, but this one wouldn't be. The goalkeeper hits the side net, and I think this one is coming to life finally. City only needed Arsenal to attack and try to score, and look at them at the other end, almost scoring themselves. And you have to say this one will produce 2 goals at the list.
Yeah, you'd say maybe 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, but there will be goals in this game. There is no way on this earth that these two teams will play and there will be no goals. And that was almost an own goal. Vincent Kompany. Yeah, that was a cross from Aaron Ramsey. He knows how to make those runs. He knows how to move into areas where he could hurt the defense, and he made that run, and he was picked. The cross, a low cross from in, missed everyone. Fell to the feet of Kompany, who struck, almost getting the back of the net, but Moraes was on hand to get the ball out. And on the other side of things, it was Aguero, who I felt, I felt he should have held the ball, just hold on to the ball. People would run in, then you make that pass, but he decided to shoot, and it went side netted.
City again attack. This one is carried up going and finally finds Leroy Sané, who has Bellerin to beat. Manages to escape the tackle coming from Bellerin. This time is a long cross, and this one will get to the target man. His name is Bernardo Silva. He has Mustafi or Kolasinac to deal with. Manages to get the ball back to Walker, who sends the cross in. But Bellerin would head out to one out, and it's a corner kick for Manchester City. It's 10 minutes played at the Emirates. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0. City clearly the better team in England as we speak already. Running away the title. If they win tonight, then it's 16 points clear at the top with 10 matches left in the league. Apart from the game going on tonight, we've got games in La Liga, we've got games as well going on in France. We'll get to that quickly. David Silva takes the corner kick, and Arsenal will comfortably play this one. No, they don't. And City continue to fall forward. Sergio Aguero strikes, blocked by the Arsenal defenders. And you have to just notice the swagger when it comes to the Manchester City side. They attack with confidence, they defend with confidence. You just wonder where the confidence came from. Some will say it's the effect of the manager, Pep Guardiola. Some will simply say it's not really about Pep, it's about the personnel that he has. It's debatable though. We've seen Pep do it at Barcelona, he did it at Bayern Munich. He's come to City and, of course, playing the kind of football he loves. But can he do it without getting the right players? That's the question many keep asking. He's already won his 4th trophy in England. Certainly will win the 2nd, except something odd that has never happened in football happens, which I can see happening though. It's hard to see a different winner this year in the Premier League. 11 minutes on the clock, last match. The possession back for the Arsenal team. Finally manages to find Mkhitaryan. Arsenal struggling to get the ball out of their own half. But when you have a player like Mesut Ozil, anything can happen. Arsenal lose possession again, and City will be like, okay, you guys are the babies of the top 6. Rightly so, because Arsenal are 6th in the Premier League table and lost the final on Sunday. When you look at the head-to-head record for the two sides, Arsenal actually have a fantastic record against City.
Yeah, but that was then, but this is now. That was then. Things have changed. Power shift, even between the Manchester clubs, Manchester United, Manchester City, it's changed for the past 5 years. We've seen City being more or less the dominant team in Manchester, and of course we can see them already as it stands right now, 14 points clear. If they win, 16 points clear. If they lose, 13 points clear still. But Arsenal come forward.
Arsenal can attack. He had a shot from Henry Mkhitaryan. But this one wasn't going to be the goalkeeper, Ederson, who was comfortably well positioned. And that was never going to be a goal for the Arsenal team. But decent start and decent opening for Arsenal. At least they've crossing the general target here. And the intention is clear. We can score if we want to. But City would only pour forward the more. Because we also believe we can score as many goals as possible in football matches. We saw them score 3 on Sunday against the same side, the Arsenal team. Debatable goals, if you ask me. I remember Jack Wilshere going to Twitter saying, come on, the referee spotted it. No excuses here because Arsenal simply didn't turn up in that final on Sunday. But the Emirates is not full to capacity. We see empty seats today.
The weather, Bola.
It's not about our fans losing faith in the team. It's all about the situation when it comes to the weather in England. I mean, there were doubts about this game not going ahead. We finally get the game that we want, and we're yet to see a goal. Is that surprising? Yeah,
at this point, I don't know if the fans are losing faith at the moment, but I would go with the weather. The weather in England, in London, precisely, hasn't really been encouraging. Maybe the fans, but when we used to serve that time, they say under the sun or in the rain, would serve our nation and all that. I forgot, the NYC anthem and the rest. I don't think the fans are that passionate at this point. I don't think the fans are what they used to be, but maybe if we get to see other games at the Emirates and it's still going to be like this, then we can say maybe the fans have done this. But so far Arsenal have been the better side. I keep saying this, but better side, you need to score goals. That's the most important thing. We haven't seen that yet from Arsenal, and I fear that even with all the possession they've had, even with all the good football they've played in the first 15 minutes of this game, you feel if City do get a goal, there's a big problem.
Well, Manchester City can attack again. Sane gets the ball to Bernardo Silva. He has a man to beat, and he strikes.
Oh!
City open to score. And no keeper on the beating at the far post, and it's official. The goals have started to pour in. And it's gone to the champions-elect, Manchester City, courtesy Bernardo Silva. It's 15 minutes on the clock. It's Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1.
I said this while I was saying this. Man City and Leroy Sané were really doing the footwork. They were moving forward. Leroy Sané, you would credit this goal to him, really. Yes, Bernardo Silva got the goal, but Leroy Sané had to beat 3 Arsenal players and laid the ball to Bernardo Silva. And again, you would have to fault Peter Cech out of his line for no reason. I'm yet to understand what he was. He would have at least stood a better chance of getting this ball. Bernardo Silva realized it and took it higher. And you watch what was Peter Cech doing out of his line. He would have been deeper in and probably would have had a touch at it. I would fault Peter Cech. You would say, oh, what happened to the 3 Arsenal players that Leroy Sané you had to dribble to get past Bernardo Silva? But I'll say the other thing. Once the goalkeeper is called, we could talk about David De Gea of Manchester United. In so many games, you expect United to get beats. But Peter Cech, at this point, that I would fault the Arsenal defenders for being beaten. But I felt if he was a little bit deeper in, Bernardo Silva would have got that goal. Right now, it's 1-0 City.
On a day when you expect Arsenal to at least turn up, fight, and get a result after losing against the City just 4 days back. Yet again, they concede forced, and it's even a bitter pill to swallow because they're playing at the Emirates. It's Leroy Sané assisting and creating that goal for Bernardo Silva, a former Monaco player, signed for Manchester City at the start of the season, already having a brilliant season at Manchester City. We see you guys on Facebook. So many comments are pouring in already, and we love you so much. Thank you for being part of the show. We promise to make it exciting going forward this year. You can always watch us live. If you can't get us on the TV, because we're not on TV for the live games, then you have internet, then you watch us live on Facebook. At some point we'll be getting into all the platforms, from YouTube to Instagram, even Twitter. But for now, Facebook gives us that opportunity to cover a football match for 90 minutes. So there we are, as always, for the big games. Femi and the Gang, 99.3 Nigeria Info FM. So many messages coming in. Festus Akorede says, good evening, Femi and the Gang. First time to watch you live. Who is that man that was wearing a black polo? It's actually a Manchester United jersey. Yeah, I'll get into the details pretty soon. Chris Elliot Daniel says, City owner too much. Lose more now. You know, say you don't win league. Give some points away and pity Arsenal. Nobody pities Arsenal. Do Arsenal pity themselves?
I don't think so.
You have to consider that first. And Frank Emeka says, who is the one wearing the Man U jersey and the one with the Nigeria jersey? Okay, I think this is where we have to break it down when it comes to the question. The person wearing the black United jersey is Kolamiwa, Starby the Chief, go bad. And of course, we've got Namdi Kuba, who is wearing the Nigeria jersey, the old jersey, because you have the new one, so you never get money to buy the new one. So there you have it. Your questions answered here. Chris Electrical says Manchester City to win. We know City will win. Oladipupo Michael says up Gunners. And Oketo Iboshola says, I see Arsenal winning this game. Well, you just never know. Arsenal could fight back and go on to win this match. We've seen teams that concede as many as 3 goals and still go on to win in football matches. So who knows? Arsenal could just get that chance here. Danny Welbeck runs into traffic. Well coordinated defense of Manchester City, but it's a foul. And Andre Marina, the referee, has decided it's not a red card offense. He deemed it that he wasn't the last man. If he was the last man, trust me, that's a sending off. But looking at the replay, it's surely the right decision from the referee. And Arsenal have a free kick. Yeah, in a decent position. At least a chance to score. And
you asked the question, Danny Welbeck, who was fouled by Nicolas Otamendi. Why was he heading back towards Otamendi? There were yards of space in front. He just keep running. He was running into Otamendi, but I think the referee got that one spot on. He wasn't the last man. He was meant to be the last man, but a runner went back, Danilo, to make him not the last man. And now Arsenal have a free kick. Granit Xhaka looks favourite to take this one ahead of Ozil.
I think Ozil should take it. He's Arsenal's best player. He's my best Arsenal player, and I said Ozil, and I'll fancy him to send this indirect free kick into the right places. Well, Xhaka actually goes for the long strike, and this one is on target and didn't beat the goalkeeper Ederson Moraes. So it's going out for a corner kick. If I had put money on Ozil playing it, I would have lost the bet.
You would have lost it.
Wins, this time. So it's a corner kick for Arsenal, decent, you'd say. And Xhaka is a set piece taker.
Why not Ozil?
Shot with Mesut Ozil. What does Ozil do here? He decides to go for the long cross, but it's well defended by Manchester City as Arsenal continue to look for a way back into this match. It's looking like a top mountain to climb for the Arsenal team. And when you look at the way they lost in the final at Wembley on Sunday, you begin to fear that it's another game that the Arsenal team may just bottle. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just never know what the fans can do, the part they can play.
They are no fans.
Bench, and I'm like, do they really have options to come in and make a difference?
Well, a big question. If you can't win the game with your first 11, then you should win them with your bench. And you ask, who are the people? I'm seeing Nketiah on the bench, and I'm asking, how would he do that? I'm seeing Rob Holding. I'm seeing Callum Chambers. I'm seeing Maitland-Niles. I'm seeing Elneny and Nketiah. I mean,
let's compare with the Manchester
you cannot, that's a waste of energy. You can't compare. I mean, you look at the Man City bench, Bravo is on the bench, John Stones is there, Laporte is there, Gabriel Jesus is back, he's on that bench, Zinchenko should be, and Foden are the smallest boys on that bench, and Toure. You look at the two benches, you can't understand why Arsenal have such a bench and City have such a bench. Now that's the problem. You want to win the game from the bench. The biggest player on this bench is Alex Iwobi. And that tells you a whole lot. If Alex Iwobi is the biggest player on your bench, then you have a big problem.
So I keep asking this question about the Arsenal team. Well, I decided to put out a question in some of the shows we did the start of the week. What is Arsenal's problem? Clearly, it's not Arsene Wenger, but what is Arsenal's problem? How can they challenge for the title again? Because the way it's going, so many teams are way ahead. I have to stress it. Because so many teams are way ahead of the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Tottenham are way ahead of Arsenal as we speak.
Well, the problem, I would say, I'll point out two problems. Everyone is you're quick to blame Arsene Wenger for this. Yes, Arsene Wenger is one of the problems, one of the numerous problems. Because I feel if a manager says, I want to get this player, then funds will be raised to get the player. It's that simple.
It's about the
If he doesn't,
it's about the players or the manager.
yeah, because I mean, it's what you see is what you get. That's the case. You rather get Iwobi than get Iwobi. You rather get El Neni than get him.
They didn't even buy
You know,
Iwobi.
the day they wanted the time they wanted to get what's his name, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, they got him. Now that's to show you what Arsenal are, and they go forward. Arsenal, Hector Bellerin.
All right, and that's our chance here. Hector Bellerin finds Ramsey. Almost an equalizer for the Arsenal team. This is the closest Arsenal have gone to getting a goal in this match, and you have to praise the determination, the grit, and the purpose going forward, even after conceding first in this game. And all of a sudden, City are decided on the back foot.
Yeah,
I wonder why they've decided to sit back. I would say they are sitting back. Actually, they're just allowing Arsenal to play. When it's time, they go forward and score.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. But
I think they determine when they want to score.
yeah, but you get to look at the amount of saves being made in this game. Ederson has made more saves than Peter Cech has, to show you what Arsenal have done. You know, for City are just in first gear. They haven't got to the second gear, and this was exactly the same way they played at the Carabao Cup final and still beat Arsenal 3-0.
So
and it's going to,
taking your time and being professional and disciplined.
it's going to be very.
And in defense.
It's going to be very disappointing if City still play the same way and win the game, whether 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, or emphatically. It's going to be very disappointing because they didn't need to hit second gear, and that's the problem.
All right, let's go to some of the stats of the game so far. If you're wondering who has been the better side, well, it's not so clear when it comes to the margin between the two sides. I would call it not a landslide. As we speak, after just 24 minutes, possession count favors City 54%, and Arsenal have 46%. That's not much. For shots, Arsenal have the most so far because they found a way to get at least 3 strikes on target. Ederson Moraes making the saves. Corner kicks, we've seen one corner kick apiece from the two sides. And yeah, you have to also wait for the first cautioning of the match. No yellow card.
Yeah, there is. Otamendi.
Oh, Otamendi. Pardon me. Otamendi already has a caution, starting a yellow card after stopping Danny Welbeck from going forward in this one. So it's 24 minutes, counting right here on the Emirates. It's Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1. Let's quickly look at Facebook and see what you guys are saying. We'll also come to WhatsApp. We're coming as well to Twitter. Big shout out to the guys at the web department, Henry and Tunde. Let me mention the organic Keiki.
Yeah.
The coordinates and make sure these guys come to work.
Big man them.
And their pay. KP is the boss. We salute KP, the bad guy, in a good way.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's go to the Facebook messages that we have right here. And Benga Deomi, guys, you have to understand why we are giving priority mostly to Facebook comments because these guys, then they try. So many viewers outside Nigeria. Let us know where you're watching from. I just saw a message. Somebody watching from Canada. I'm trying to get that message out. So many messages coming in, but I'll fish it out. You deserve that mention. Watching from Canada. Anywhere. Is it Italy? Is it Russia? Anywhere in the world. Ethiopia, Rwanda, Kenya. We just want to make sure that you guys get all the attention and love right here from our studios.
All right, just quickly, there is a poll currently going on our website, nigeriainfo.fm, and the big question is, who deserves more blame for the crisis at Arsenal? That's the big question, the manager or the players? So you could just go in nigeriainfo.fm, click on it. Who deserves more blame for the crisis at Arsenal? That's a big question. Bola asked that, and we're asking it out there. Man City almost doing the double again.
Goal kick eventually. All right. Oh dear. So many messages. Another message. If I see it, I'll take it. No vex. I actually saw it.
Sorry.
All right, guys. Just like Nabi stated, you can tell us what you make. We're actually looking for the best comments in the comment section. It could be anything. It could be about the game. It could be about the broadcast. It could be about whatever is happening in football. We're just looking out for some of the classic comments. Then you just never know. We could just pay you a surprise visit where you live and spend the day with you. It means you will cook for us, you give us
drinks, give us bed to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can just hang out with you for a whole day.
Yeah. I mean, we are good like that.
So you just never know. So keep sending those messages on Facebook. We'd love to read each and every one of them. All right, Frank Emeka. Okay, I think I've taken this one. Let's go to some of the other messages that we have. It's still goalless, 27 minutes. And
1-0.
Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1. Okay, Sunday on Facebook says it's nice to see you guys. It's nice to hear from you as well. Afolayo Moritala says, well done guys, I'm enjoying the goal for Manchester. They decide when they want to score. Manchester City, and look at this. The move started with David Silva from the left. Leroy Sané always there when it comes to the better attacking from Manchester City. Crossed the ball, it fell to Sergio Aguero, laid it back to David Silva, and it couldn't miss from 6 yards. And it's Manchester City clearly running away with this game. And of course, the Premier League title. David Silva scores the second on the 28th minute. So can we confidently say it's game over here?
Well, I think that's what it is, Bola. It's it's beautiful. It's beautiful football, not in the City way. I think they are more calm. They are more relaxed. It seems they came into this game saying, "Hey, we go beat them," and that's what they're doing. They are not.
Well predicted.
Yeah, they're not.
We had a conversation.
Yeah, we had a conversation, and I said it's hard to see. You want to believe that Arsenal will do something, but it's just belief, and it's nothing. David Silva has got the second goal for City, but all credit once again to Leroy Sané, who started all this from his own position. Then the vision from Sergio Aguero to get that pass in, and you fear that in the first 45 or in the first 30 minutes, City are 2 goals up. This might be worse than the Carabao Cup final.
You don't want to be an Arsenal fan as we speak, bro.
You
just want to hide yourself behind the needle. I mean, you can't actually hide if you support Arsenal.
Very disappointing display, Arsenal. Very disappointing. You have all the possession, you push forward, but you do nothing.
I mean, what matters in football matches? You attack and you score. Arsenal can't do that. And City are just buzzing here. They can decide to. It's becoming a training session.
Just see how calm they are.
Arsenal can do better than this.
The Arsenal players are cones.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Well, quickly to Facebook before this one to disappear. Benga Deomi says he's sending in this message from Dallas, Texas. We see you. Thank you for joining us. Fantastic stuff. And Dami Sami says, I'm watching from Hungary. Wonderful job, guys. Thank you for joining us. Yinka Lawao says, oh shit, it's Shebere.
Shebere
is ongoing. Thank you for joining. Good job, guys. My first time here, and it's great to see your faces. Well, that's what we do. We want you to be part of our lives, and we've not even started. Plenty to follow.
Plenty more.
Elias says that goal was a major letdown by Czech. With his experience, I'm disappointed. And why are they choosing their midfielder above their strikers when they need to finish? That question needs an answer. I wonder if we'll get that answer. The only way to get an answer is Arsenal scoring, which looks unlikely as we speak. Some other messages on Facebook. Matthew, the game is going to end 3-1 in the favor of Manchester City.
Try.
It looks likely.
It looks likely,
or worse. Arsenal are about to be gunned down again. Okena says, the gang, I'll give you burger from New Jersey, USA.
We'll take burger.
I love burger.
I love burger. Burger and coffee. It works.
Actually, I would prefer you to give me a back. Waiting me burger. Is that our food?
Right. The last time I was there, the burger I dropped, I started missing a bar. I dropped plenty burger.
I'm like, waiting they happen. I'm tired of chips and chicken and burger. Give me some quality egusi.
Strong one.
And let's enjoy life. And the first thing I do whenever I come back is get to that booker and eat. It's not like you can't get it there, but trust me, it can be like the ones you get in Nigeria.
And it's pretty expensive too.
It's pretty expensive. £10. That's a lot of money, man.
Try too much money.
Just go and
go and eat.
Respect yourself and do low key. Alright, Olajuwon says, I'm watching from Ikorodu, live and direct. Good work, guys. One game in City, I believe. Of the citizens, he says. You support Manchester City. You should be ashamed of yourself. When did you start supporting Manchester City? Do we have Manchester City fans in Nigeria? Do we have?
I think they say, you know the truth. Most people say the Chelsea fans we see today were former Arsenal fans, and I think the Arsenal fans have also started donating themselves to City. So the moment we start seeing the growing, fan base of City, we know that Arsenal fans have decamped again.
Positive comment today. This is the only positive comment about Arsenal today. This one says Arsenal will bounce back after full time.
Wait till happen. You mean 2-2 or 3-2?
After full time.
Oh, after.
You didn't get it.
Oh, now I get it.
Said Arsenal will bounce back
after full time. Let's.
Well, like I've said already about the Arsenal this season, the best way to qualify for Champions League
Europa
League.
I think that's the best bet.
Just concentrate. I mean, Jose Mourinho did it last year. He decided a long time ago that.
And here they come again, Bola.
Win Europa and qualify for the Champions League. And City attack again. Kyle Walker sends the cross.
Oh! It's not embarrassing, Bola. It's not embarrassing. It was the moment they moved forward with the ball, City. I said it, here they come again, because it seemed like they were definitely going to score, and that's what he just did. Watch the move from Aguero. He started the move, gave it to Kevin De Bruyne, who found Kyle Walker, who was already overlapping. Then very easy for Leroy Sané. Ask the question: where was the defense? Where were all of them? Leroy Sané beats the defender, beats the goalkeeper, and that was just by one touch. It wasn't deliberate from Leroy Sané. He had the free post in front of him, and that was it. 3-0, and I told you, Bola, this is very scary. You fear that this might be worse than the Carabao Cup final. It's 3-0 already. First for. I can't talk again, Bola. I'm tired. I don't tire.
You know the most surprising
just see
thing about this match? We haven't even played 40 minutes.
And it's 3-0.
3 minutes on the clock. Arsenal 0, Man City 3. This is the height of embarrassment. City are not playing against Sunderland. No
this
disrespect.
is.
City are not playing against Peterborough.
It's like Ado Den Haag.
Not playing against Rochdale. City are not playing against Doncaster Rovers. City are playing against Arsenal, 3-time Premier League champions. And guess what? They are scoring, and it's been so easy in the first 34 minutes. Unbelievable from the Arsenal. I mean, if you're an Arsenal fan at this point, trust me, you can be proud. And if this was my team, I don't know what I would do. I don't know. I just feel pity for the players, for starters, for the manager and the fans. You don't pay so much money to watch your team play this way. It's unbelievable. They're not showing any. I mean, when Gary Neville called them spineless.
This is worse than spineless.
Mustafi came out and said we don't need people outside the club telling us how we should play and what we should do. He replied Gary Neville. I mean, this is buttressing what Gary Neville said. I mean, as an analyst, yeah, he's a Manchester United player, a legend, a former captain, but you need to say it the way it is. Arsenal haven't shown character. They haven't shown spirit. They haven't shown teamwork or team cohesion to go forward and fight. It's tough to be an Arsenal fan as we speak, and City are even looking for more. Pep Guardiola is pitiless. And
this is a problem now. They keep coming forward, and you know the fear of this thing now. For this Arsenal team and the Arsenal fans, the fact that I have seen little of Kevin De Bruyne, very little. He has not imposed himself like he does on a very normal day. Aguero is yet to score. City have scored 3. Aguero hasn't scored.
But you know
you fear
like this. If City score 4 goals in the second,
I doubt if they will.
So many times.
You know why I doubt if they will? Look, he's smiling. I doubt if they will, because when they make those substitutions, a player like Gabriel used to want to have a run in, and when he comes in, he wants to prove a point.
You know the only solution to Manchester City, the only way to beat City. Do you know
how?
You bring Wigan to the Premier League.
That's the only. Well,
Wigan has defeated City in the FA Cup.
Or they keep playing Liverpool. Or they keep playing Liverpool all the time.
Knocked City out of the FA Cup this year. So please, Premier League, the FA, just get Wigan into the
and you know,
we can have a competition.
And you know the annoying thing,
United have not turned up. They can't stop City. Chelsea can't do it. Tottenham can't do it.
Liverpool have
at least
once.
City once.
Yeah.
Arsenal are just not there this season.
Now, just
never know. Arsenal could be better next year.
Next
season.
I don't know how this
season cannot finish soon enough for the Arsenal team. As the attack here, maybe there's a bit of fight, a bit of lions.
Nothing
in the Arsenal side. But guess what? Manchester.
Just equalizing that. Just equalizing that.
Leroy Sané.
He's laughing at him.
See, if you lose 2 goals to 1 or 1 goal to 0 to City, you should be given the thumbs up.
Yeah, just see, Kyle Walker and Kolasinac. Just at that point, Kyle Walker left the ball and was doing leg like this, and Kolasinac could not even touch the ball. He was just doing leg like this. Unfortunately, you can't see the leg, but that's what he was doing. It's crazy what I see, because I'm looking at the best players City have, on the pitch on a very normal day. Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero. I am seeing nothing from these two players, and it's 3-0 already. Leroy Sané has been by far the best City player yet again, Bola. What we are seeing is a City team that have not turned up again, but they are still leading 3-0.
The Liverpool star Petr Cech, the Arsenal goalkeeper, just looking to find a way to, he can't score, but he can do his job as a goalkeeper and try not to concede anymore in this match. 37 minutes on the clock. It's Arsenal will pull forward now. They've got Aaron Ramsey. Can he get one back for the Arsenal? Oh! And this one has gone out to a corner kick. Arsenal keep pushing forward, but whenever they get there, it's either it's blocked or the goalkeeper saves. And in this instance, Ramsey did all that he needed to do at that point. But
handball?
Danilo was there and got the blocking. I don't think I can't call that handball. So the referee rightfully saying it's a corner kick, and Granit Xhaka is going to go high for this one. It gives the players the signal that it's about to take it as long as high, but this one wouldn't connect with another player. Mkhitaryan couldn't score. Scuffled the shot there as Arsenal continue to pull forward. Aubameyang is a visitor. I think I can say Aubameyang is playing for Manchester City. I haven't seen him touch the ball. It's shocking the way Arsenal are playing today. I cannot believe what I'm saying. It's even more annoying that we're not having a typical top 6 match.
Yeah. This is like
tough. It should be hard to predict. It should be high intensity. It should be fun. It should be full of suspense. But this one is just too predictable. You just know that City will go forward and going to score. Arsenal go forward, make attempts, and they can't score.
I
don't know where to place it.
I'm yet to understand what's happening.
Problem. Is it the player? Is it the field? Is it the weather?
It can't be the weather. It can't be the field. It has to be between the manager and the players.
City are the home side.
I think, yeah. But now City come forward again, and who says they can't score the 4th goal with the way they move forward? Now watch the spaces everywhere.
Space is opening. Bernardo Silva gets it.
It's in. This is a goal.
De Bruyne. Sergio Aguero would not let this day go by without scoring.
Petr Cech has saved them again.
I can assure you, Sergio Aguero will score in this game. You can't have 3 goals from City and Aguero hasn't popped. No way that's going to happen. No way. Aguero is the king of goals. All-time highest goal scorer for Manchester City. He's looking for his 200th goal, actually. If he gets it tonight, it would be nice to get it against Arsenal. He always scores against Arsenal. I mean, looking at the statistics, Sergio Aguero is one player who likes the Arsenal game. Scores against them, and he's always doing it in style. Well, I was talking about his stats about Arsenal against City. Guess what? City have only won one of their last 32 league games against Arsenal. Away at Arsenal. Drawing 11 times and losing 20 times. That was in the past. Nowadays, it's home away from home.
When you
come to the Emirates, it's just like the Etihad. And Pep Guardiola's Manchester City could do the double over Arsenal in the league for the 4th time since the 1975-1976 season. And City could also become the 4th team to beat Arsenal 3 times in the same season since Chelsea did in the 2005-2006 season. Remember, they won the first leg by 3-1 at Manchester City. They won against them at Wembley in the final of the League Cup. And today, it's almost certain that City will get another win against the Arsenal. Well, we'll see how it goes. 14 minutes on the clock. Is Arsenal nil, Manchester City 1. Let's quickly take you to other climes in Europe. Games are going down in La Liga today, and Barcelona are in action.
Well, let's run away from the destruction of Arsenal and head straight to Spain. It's already full-time. Real Betis nil, Real Sociedad nil. That's what it is. And Las Palmas are 1 goal down against Barcelona. Lionel Messi with the goal in the 21st minute. So it's currently 1-0, 23 minutes played. By 9:30, it's Alaves versus Levante. You call them Levante, if you will. That's what it is out there in Spain. And not forgetting in France, Caen and Lyon playing the French Cup. It's 25 minutes and it's still goalless between both of them. Of course, matches everywhere, but the big game has to be Arsenal versus Man City.
And Arsenal get a chance to score here. Aubameyang absent. So far, Mesut Ozil strikes. And yet again, another block from the Manchester City defenders as a corner kick. Aubameyang finally turns up. I thought he
But
to the loop.
But the Arsenal players are playing Ludo in City. This is not a game, really. I don't understand.
Wait.
Just see, Bola, watch. Now the ball goes in. Aaron Ramsey.
But I'll leave the question.
Welbeck was playing snake and ladder there.
Let's just. I'll leave the question for now and let's see what Arsenal make with the corner kick. Mesut Ozil takes a shot one. Shakran Mustafi finds Hector Bellerin, who sends a long cross in there. This one will not connect with an Arsenal player and City clear. Aubameyang moved to Arsenal for a record fee, and today he's been a passenger.
Yeah,
Is that what he was going to do?
I don't know. You look at the first game he played against Everton. He scored a goal, and ever since
that was a mistake.
And ever since we have
scored in that game.
Yeah, he was off anyways.
I think he got carried away.
Yeah,
scored on his debut.
And that was it, and that's the end. We haven't Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang nowhere to be found, and it's what it is. We know Alexander Lacazette gets to score goals as far as Emirates is concerned, and another poor cross, Henrik Mkhitaryan.
Aubameyang actually.
Was he?
Yeah, Aubameyang.
What's the difference?
Number 14.
What's the difference? Potato.
Look at Mkhitaryan now dispossessed for the Arsenal team. Danny Welbeck collects, finds Mkhitaryan, will lose his possession yet again. And City just know how to punish the Arsenal. They don't even have to try. All they need to do is do the basics and defeat Arsenal today. And they're on course. 42 minutes on the clock. It's Arsenal 0, Manchester City 3. We've seen a yellow card so far in this match. Otamendi got the yellow card in this game, and it was all about him upending that man, Danny Welbeck. And we have options on the bench as well for the Arsenal team. Can they make it count from the bench? Alexander Iwobi, the Nigerian international, sitting confidently on the bench. Took a knock some weeks back, but he's back. Couldn't make it start in 11th today. Finds his place on the bench for the Arsenal team. But the City side, the best team in the land, almost set to win the title in April. Or maybe at the end of the month. It all depends on what the likes of City, the likes of United, Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool do. If these guys don't win their game, City could just win the title, the earliest we've ever seen. So City surely will be getting ready to celebrate come May when the final game of the season is played. Bellerin crosses from the right, is well cleared by that man called Otamendi, the Argentine international. City look to break again, but this time the defenders do their job. Kolasinac combining well with Laurent Koscielny, the French international. As Arsenal send a long cross, Ederson comes out to punch as Danny Welbeck was waiting to control the ball. And I hope he's not taking a knock. Yeah, it stands up, and I think it's good to go. It can now continue for the Arsenal team. Hector Bellerin this time gets the ball on the halfway line. Decides to go back to Mustafi, who finds Granit Xhaka, the Swiss international. Koscielny decides to overlap and finds Ramsey, who is so magical at times with his right foot, the Welsh international. Arsenal showing some promising signs going forward here. This time, the ball falls kindly. And the cross as long as high. Mkhitaryan, can he control that one? Yes, he does in the area. Sends a long cross in. Danny Welbeck looking for the back heel. But this one is again well defended by Manchester City's Nicolas Otamendi. This one is a miss.
He's a beast, and now we can see Arsenal trying to get something back. The final balls from Arsenal have been disappointing. But what do you have to say? 3-0 it is in favor of City. A poor cross yet again from Henrik Mkhitaryan. I wonder when he will get those crosses right. And a striker from Granit Xhaka straight into the arms of Ederson Moraes. But do not forget, guys, we're doing this in partnership with our friends and partners, the BBC, as they're giving us and letting us, have this. Maybe, you'll get to hear from them sometime as the show goes on. But, we're looking at the whole Arsenal and Man City thing. Like I said, Bola, I fear one more or two more goals will get into the back of the net of the Arsenal team. I'm not saying from anywhere, but of the Arsenal team, because it's been very disappointing. City have been disappointing. City, play like this in the Champions League, you feel they will get beat. But it's strange that they're playing like this against Arsenal and they're 3 goals up. Then there's a problem.
There's a problem, and I don't even know the problem. 45 minutes played, 2 additional minutes by the referee, Andre Marina. And 1 minute of the 2 additional minutes already played, and Arsenal players cannot even control the ball. Hector Bellerin took his eyes off the ball.
Fashionista.
For throwing for the Manchester City side. Do not forget, guys, we'll be taking your calls. I know Arsenal fans are ready to vex. They're ready to talk about the impossibles that has happened to the Arsenal team this season. I would also be taking your WhatsApp messages. I see my WhatsApp tab blinking. I'm even afraid to go there. I'm scared I'll have like 1,000 messages to read. Twitter as well. Do not forget that Nigeria Info FM is our Twitter handle. And shout out to you guys on Facebook.
Yeah. Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Thank you for joining us. Push it. Too bad.
Yeah.
Righty.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, let's see if we have more messages before halftime from the referees on Facebook. Mike Colley says Arsenal Harper 3-0. Wenger
no.
must go.
Wenger, yeah.
Arsene says Arsene Wenger must go. Emedo Aloysius says chat up Gunners. Okay. Arinze Okonkwo says nice one guys, love to see you guys live. One game and we say football
no violence.
Let's confirm halftime. It's halftime in the game between Arsenal and Manchester City in the Premier League, and it's Arsenal who are losing, and it's not in Manchester, it's in London, the Emirates, by 3-0. The first goal was scored by that magical man called Bernardo Silva. Second goal by David Silva, and the third goal was scored by Leroy Sané to send Manchester City ahead in the first half. Dominant, you say, not at all times, but the basics have been done, and City already cruising to yet another victory, meaning they would have defeated Arsenal twice in 1 week. You all remember what happened on Sunday when Arsenal lost in the Carabao Cup final. Well, Nandi, not the game we expected, but of course the outcome was expected.
The outcome was expected. 3-0. No, I thought Arsenal would respect themselves and see how they could make it respectable. A draw was going to be better, but it's just the first 45. Like they say, football, anything can happen. It's like a biscuit; you don't know where it's going to crack. Are you laughing at me? I don't know if you're laughing at me.
I'm not laughing at you.
Are you laughing at me? Arsenal can do this.
While you were talking, I was listening and also reading some comments on Facebook, and this guy says, Mark Obute, he says, the most painful part of this match is not because Arsenal will lose, but because I paid to watch it. I can imagine.
I know.
I can imagine the pain.
At least it's just to watch it. You didn't pay to do any other thing.
Exactly. Abisola says, see as my OAPs them frosh. Una they try. No rival for Una. Make you never face same fate as hapless Arsenal. God forbid.
No, God forbid.
We don't want Arsenal's fate in our lives, so we forbid it in our lives. Mike Colley, okay, I already took that one. I need some new messages right here on Facebook. Akinwumi Olusegun says, well done guys, I'm enjoying the analysis of Arsenal's paralysis. He says, Daminola from Ikorodu is talking here, and he says, we are only saying this because City are winning. Where was City when Arsenal had the treble? But it's all good. Every team has a bad season. Yeah,
but
he, are having a bad season for sure.
He has to understand something. I mean, these things come in time. At this point, it's season's moment, it's City's moment. But we are not saying, the problem is, we are not saying, Arsenal are so terrible. We are saying Arsenal have been this way for so many years. You feel even if you are not going to win the league, at least fight for it. Just that little itty bitty, fight. Just do it in there. We are not seeing it from Arsenal. That's why we're complaining, because Arsenal are a big team, regardless of where they are on the table. So it's quite disappointing. It's not about when Arsenal won the treble or where was City, relegation and all that. City right now are forced to reckon with. Are Arsenal close to that force? The answer is no.
Well, Tosi on Facebook says, I'm a first time on this platform. Good job guys, I love the show. Johnson Emerson says, issue with Arsenal is a full-blown crisis. Yes, I think it's officially a crisis at Arsenal. Emmanuel King says, Arsenal will win, I promise. Not today. Joey Joe says, Arsenal nil, Manchester City 3. And that's the situation right there. The smell follow you. Arsenal, he says. And Namdi says,
I'm here.
I get on before, no be property.
True.
Just like you just.
That was before. This is now.
And Onitilos is on Facebook. The Arsenal problem is more with the board. No offense, Wenger's a good coach, but as much as Arsenal is concerned, it doesn't have a clue on what to do anymore. The board has refused to take action, and that is what is killing the team. The board needs someone to bring new ideas to the team, he says.
Just to respond to that, if the board are not cooperating with you as the manager, then just resign.
They can't quit.
Is that no, that's the point. It's as simple as that.
Arsenal.
If Antonio Conte, everybody is having that rumor, Antonio Conte will leave Antonio Conte, it's because Antonio Conte and the board are this way. They are no longer at par. So if you know you can't work with the board cannot give you what you want, then resign.
Well, resign is what Namdi advises Arsene Wenger. Well, we won't be resigning right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's Football Frenzy with Femi and the Gang. Fantasy football loggers, apologies that we couldn't have the show today.
Aguero for life.
Yeah, understandably, we've decided to give preference to the live match, and it's nothing short of exciting. It's the Premier League, and we are live right here on Facebook. We're about to go for a break, and I'm giving the heads up to the guys in charge of making sure Facebook never dies. Do not forget as well, guys, the question is still there. Keep sending your comments. We're looking for the best comment today, and you just never know the surprise that could come your way. That's how we do.
That's how we roll.
The nation's finest sports team.
A
break will do.
Yeah.
I call it a water break.
Che.
I don't tire. I want to drink water. When we come back, we'll take all the other messages on Twitter and WhatsApp, and of course, the king of all, the phone lines. I see you, Deborah. I see you, 080990049.
Wait till happen.
Put your phone number there. So I see you guys. Just put your thoughts. We'll come back and we'll take all of your calls and comments concerning the destruction of the Arsenal team in London tonight. Yes, a break will do. His name is Namdi.
Yeah.
His name is Paul Amiwa.
Yeah.
Stick around. We'll be back. We're back. I don't feel like going, but I have to.
Go.
That break is needed, so I don't faint.
This Femi and the Gang people, they make sports look like say you dey inside stadium. My name is Okay Bakasi. Keep listening to Femi and the Gang for the best in sports on Nigerian Info.
The show continues after this break on 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are back. This is your number one talk, news and sports station. Nigeria Info.
Oh, welcome to the 2014 FIFA World Cup. The stage is set. Undoubtedly, this is the group of death. African giants uppercase Argentina. You can already tell from the lineup that this is the game.
This is the game. This is the game.
Tonight's the night that I shine. Work with all of my might. I'll stand the test of our time. Tell my teammates it's time to get
Manchester City have scored 3 times, courtesy Bernardo Silva, David Silva and Leroy Sané. Are they going to score more in the second half? We're patiently waiting for the restart as Arsenal continue to capitulate in the Premier League. My name is Paul Amiwa. Namdi Akuba is right here in the studio with me. And this is employing all our friends, viewers on Facebook. There's a trivia and we want you to answer. And it's simple. Just mention 5 players that have played for Man City and Arsenal. Simple.
Only.
Mention 5 players that have played for Arsenal. What's up? Just mention players who have played for both clubs, Arsenal and Manchester City. And yeah, we'll be looking for the correct answers right there. Thank you for joining in. It's a pleasure as always. Let's quickly let you know that you can join the conversation on Facebook if you're not there already. And it's simple. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. You can watch us and see how we dance, how we celebrate, how we react to some of the incidents in football matches. And trust me, it's been so embarrassing, especially for the Arsenal team. I feel pity for Arsenal. I'm not even an Arsenal fan, but it's you don't want to see your team playing like this. It's not good to watch. So, second half already underway, and this is the part where we quickly go to phone lines and feel your pulse. Have your say about Arsenal so far in this match. Have you been impressed with the way City have played, or is it about Arsenal not just turning up in this big match? We've decided to stand up actually. Namdi told me we are the ones sitting on.
We are sitting on their goal now. We are sitting on the goal. Last man cannot score.
Upstanding. If you're watching us, we can't sit anymore.
We can't sit.
Standing up may just be why Arsenal score in this game and possibly win it.
Wait up. No, I did say the one for win. I just said score.
Just to score. Oh, you never know if they get a goal, they could score more.
If they get the goal, I pity them.
All right, let's take a quick call. Good evening. Welcome. You're live.
Good evening.
Today. All right, Wale, let's hear you. It's football.
Run of violence.
We're all shocked. It's looking likely now. Don't bring God into this matter. God will shame you. On Sunday. You are scared already.
Fear is catching you.
No, Chelsea will beat them. Chelsea will beat them on Sunday. You see. I said, don't pull my leg. Everyone is scared of Man City. So who will now beat Man City? Is it always going to be Wigan and Liverpool? Okay. Don't be. Thank you so much for your thoughts. Let's take a few more calls before we go back to the game. We started 47 minutes. Arsenal nil, Man City 3. Hi, good evening. Yes,
Good
can
evening.
you speak louder? Good evening. Yeah, how are you doing tonight? Oh, Precious, how are you doing? Did you hear your dad shout out yesterday? Did he listen? Did he listen? Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. We're glad we could put a smile on your face and your dad's face last night. You're welcome, Precious. It's done already. No way back. So what is the problem? Is it about the manager or the players? So who gets the bigger blame?
That's the lion's share of blame.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Thank you, Precious. Regards to Daddy. All right, let's take another call quickly. Good evening. Don't do this to us. That's not fair. Good evening. Yes, you're live. Talk to us. What's your name? All right, Michael, go ahead.
Sterling is injured. He's injured.
Yeah, he's injured. So maybe he'll be back for the weekend game against Chelsea. They don't even need him. They're winning, so it's all good. City are just... Okay, we'll see how far they go next year. Thank you so much. Another call quickly. Good evening. Okay, at this point we don't connect. Let's try this. Hello? Are you there? Obviously not. Another try. Is this Deborah? Hi. Good evening. Did I get it right? Don't try me. I'm the Wizard of Oz. I know things you can never imagine. I know what you heard this morning, but I won't say it.
Wizard of Info.
I will call your number. I'm a bad guy. I know things. Even when you hide your number, I know the number. Okay, so you are sticking with that prediction. City 3, Arsenal 1. Wait, what club do you support again? Your own is coming on Sunday.
It's done by dawn.
Your own is coming at the 80th. You're playing so well. You don't want to face them now, except you are Wigan. Thank you, Deborah. All right, a major scare there for the Arsenal team. I suppose you, but luckily it's not that serious. He can continue.
Yeah, his face is red. The boots of Bernardo Silva just caught his face a bit. Just when I mean caught, not like C-U-T, C-A-U-G-A-T. That caught his face and he was on the floor, but he's fine now. It was accidental, just like Bola said. Bernardo Silva on Mesut Ozil. That was what it was. But Arsenal at the moment doing what they did in the first half, all possession. I wanted to say the other one, but I'll just rest it. But they haven't been moving in as they should. Arsenal, they need to do more than just holding the ball. City are calm, and my fear, like we said in the first half, City score when they want. And that's the problem. Once they push forward, you fear they could get the goal.
Arsenal can push forward now. Mkhitaryan gets. Is it a penalty?
Yes!
It's a penalty for Arsenal. Andre Marina points to the sport. Eric Mkhitaryan was upended, and I'll have to wait if he gets a second yellow card. Otamendi,
he should.
He got the yellow card on the first half.
He should.
It's already another foul from Otamendi, and it's in the area. Mkhitaryan goes down. The referee points to the sport. It's a penalty. Is he going to get a second yellow, which could change the dynamics of this game? It's a penalty for Arsenal. 52 minutes on the clock. They have a chance to score in this game, and maybe the start of a fight back. It's no yellow card for Otamendi. It's just a foul, and then Arsenal better score this. If they don't score this, it sums up the Arsenal night. It simply means they can't score tonight. I don't see a better chance of a team scoring than getting a penalty. So it's Arsenal with the penalty, guys. In case you missed it, City scored 3 goals in the first half. They had to thank the likes of Bernardo Silva, David Silva, and Leroy Sané. Aubameyang is the penalty taker. His last 4 penalties, he scored 3, missed once. Will he score today at the Emirates against Ederson Moraes? He stepped forward and it's a save!
He saved!
It's another save! That was a poorly taken penalty from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the Arsenal record signing. You don't move to a club for a lot of money and score a penalty kick. He didn't even try. It wasn't the best of penalty kicks. Ederson Moraes had it easy. And the best chance for Arsenal to score in this game has been flopped again. And it's Aubameyang who couldn't put it past the goalkeeper from 6 yards. So
very poor
Arsenal,
penalty kick.
Like I said, if they don't score, it sums up a poor night. And guess what? Wenger is
disappointed.
Tired.
You know, it's a very disappointed penalty kick from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. No power, no placement. He just played into the arms of Ederson Moraes. That was extremely disappointing from Pierre-Emerick. And you start to ask the question, why is he the one taking the penalty kicks? Xhaka, I don't know really. I feel very bad. I feel very bad for the Arsenal players, not just the players. Really, I feel very bad for Arsene Wenger because he had to sit down there and watch that nonsense being played by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I feel very disappointed, and at this point, I feel no mercy for the Arsenal players. I want City to go out there and score a third, score a fourth, score a fifth until they destroy Arsenal on this day, because that was a chance to at least pull one back. That was something.
Well, we have a guest in the studio actually. He's joined us all the way from Cool FM, and his name is N6. And what I've decided to bring N6 to the broadcast is simple. He came in and he just went to the TV screen to check the results. He saw the score and he was like, Arsenal. He felt for Arsenal. And it's unbelievable, N6. What's happening? Manchester City is the best team in the land. But looking at tonight's game, what do you make of it?
Wenger out.
Wenger out.
Wenger out. It's he has stayed more than, you know. We can go around and blame the boys and blame a defender here and a defender there, but we know what is the permanent causative factor in that team,
So
and it's Arsenal. It is. Let me tell you why. As a Man U fan, there's so much even by way of technology and intelligence going around in the world of football and football coaching, that even if Wenger had left 5 years ago, by now they would have gone through one coach. They would have had their Moyes years. Do you understand?
Peter Cech, sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
I mean, the routine pass and Peter Cech nearly gives
so it's so sad. And I saw the deterioration of Arsenal. I remember when Arsenal technically was the French national team.
Yeah.
And Petit and all those great names, and just to see them, Xavier Wiltord, and just to see this going on now. Me as a Man U fan, we've had our years when we lost Sir Alex. We went round the periphery. We had the Van Gaal years. It wasn't easy, but now we're even more confident. I'm not too happy with even Mourinho where he is at the moment.
It's a better place to be.
It's a better place to be, and we've gone beyond the Sir Alex years. Imagine us now still clinging on to Sir Alex in 2018, and maybe Sir Alex has given us a decade of poor runs, and we're still clinging on to Sir Alex. Come on.
So no matter what the people say about the board, the players, or even the fans, it's Wenger.
It is.
Over 20 years at Arsenal. It's time to go.
It is. It's more than time. His time to go was a decade ago, 5 years ago. Now it's now he has a hashtag. Now he has, the names.
On Twitter,
it's sad. It's sad. It's sad.
Aubameyang also missed a penalty. I don't know if you saw that.
I'm not surprised about
that. N6, I'm not surprised with the penalty miss from Aubameyang, and he says the problem at Arsenal is the manager, Arsene Wenger.
It is.
Should leave.
It is.
I don't want to agree with that completely.
It is.
But of course, when you look at the reasons N6 is given, you have to agree in a little way, and okay, maybe if Wenger left,
leave a hero. He's now becoming a villain. His entire legacy has been tampered with. Leave a hero.
All right. 56 minutes on the clock. It's still Arsenal 0, CT 3. 67% for the Arsenal in the second half, and 33% for the Manchester City side. Thank you, N6. I know you have a show as well to go to on Cool FM, but thank you for dropping by to share your words of wisdom when it comes to football.
I liked it when you were saying we are huge United supporter N6s, and I'm sure he'll feel bad for the Arsenal side. I do feel bad for them, but that penalty miss from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, very disappointing. Right now I don't feel bad anymore. I now feel bad for Arsene Wenger because he's the one to take all this nonsense being played by his boys. Because you asked the question, was it Arsene Wenger that told Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to play that nonsense called the penalty?
You can't play the penalty. The footballers have to score.
They have to score it. You know, Peter, was he the one that told Peter Cech to come out of his line for the first goal?
Nearly gift another goal.
And almost give it. You know, these are questions. Yes, Arsene Wenger cannot recruit players, but on the day when these players cannot do their job, see Man City, they've come out in the second half, they've done nothing. And I tell you, the moment Man City go forward
they are going to
get to say, oh, okay, let us now play.
And Aguero hasn't scored.
Aubameyang
got the half volley, nearly making amends for the penalty miss, but this one has gone out for a goal kick. Ederson Moraes clearly beaten, but not the post. And Arsenal keep pouring forward, looking to get a goal at least to start a fight back. 58 minutes on the clock. It's Arsenal nil, Man City 3. Let's go to Twitter quickly and see some of the messages you have going in there. Kelvin says, I'm sure Aubameyang taught his village people that finally left him when he left Dortmund. He didn't know his village people went to reinforce and enlisted the help of the neighboring village people. He says Olawale Ayobami beat Everton 5-1. 6. Pretend Mkhitaryan Sanchez 6. Lose to Tottenham. 6. Banter rivals, and he calls them 6th FC. We have the Piano FC and the 6th FC.
Piano FC.
What about Quadruple FC?
FC is Man City, but now Quadruple Dream is gone, and now they are looking to destroy Arsenal because the Quadruple Dream is done.
It's done. Austin Lelotuku says, I was even furious seeing Chelsea's odd 5-1-0 against Man City on Sunday. I'm pretty sure that after tonight's game, that odd might even get higher. I was shocked when I saw 4.0 as well for an Arsenal win. The punters knew that this one is a no-brainer. It was always going to be a Man City to win it. Still on Twitter, Moshood Olajide, Emmanuel Adebayo answering our question. 5 players who have played
Emmanuel Adebayo
and Man City.
Emmanuel Adebayo.
Yes,
so Emmanuel Adebayo, he listens to us.
Kolo Torres, Amin Azri, Bakary Sagna and Gal Clichy all played for both Manchester City and Arsenal. Thank you for that. Adebayo Wasi says the same. Ego Happy says Vieira, Kolo Toure, Nasri, Adebayo, Anelka, and you're correct as well. Dear God, there's a prayer here from Ojo Sheyi.
Oh man,
please save my dear Arsenal from crying. And he also throws a banter there. Ayo Savage says Sane should be coaching Arsenal. Bunch of farmers. That's not fair. They are football players.
Yeah. He said he even use farmers. I use cones.
Okay. They are spineless. I'll just borrow the words of Gary Neville.
Cones.
Akimi Johnson is on Twitter and he's talking. I fear for Chelsea. Or in fact, they should have combined Arsenal and Chelsea players tonight. So
it's fearing for Chelsea in advance.
They can be beaten together. Then we'll know who will be the first to get the sack. Adeya Lugbenga says Arsenal's problem is spiritual and they need to consult Ibile to solve it.
Reminisce?
Ibile.
Reminisce?
Obio. That's a reminisce.
Oh, it's reminisce.
Reminisce to the answer. Alright, answer your question. Adebayo Nazu, Clichy, Sagna, Star B, I dash you last one, bro. Keep the good work, guys. Thank you, Alasu Komi. Appreciate calling me an Arsenal Man City player. And on Deco, Rashid says, game on, Ishebere. Is it true that UEFA have changed Champions League slot for the first 4 in England and Spain? Yes, we can confirm that. The top 4 will now automatically qualify for the Champions League. That's just for Spain, England, Germany and Italy. France is not included. So they'll be having the top 4 teams qualify automatically. So no more playoffs for the team that finish in 4th in these leagues. Olua Babanla says, this Arsenal team are tired of football. What a pity. Petr Cech has been looking for his 200th Premier League clean sheet.
Yeah, that's true.
About 2 months now. He can't get it. Unbelievable. Olawale Ayobami, feel for Arsenal ground staff. Imagine having to clear the snow and rubbish on the pitch for them to disgrace again. Alright, thank you so much for all the messages on Twitter. We'll be back to Twitter in a bit. Okay, 62 minutes on the clock. It's now Arsenal 0 and Manchester City 3. It hasn't changed. Actually, I have to scare you guys. See if the results have changed. Well, we'll see you live on Facebook. Thank you so much, as always. we are actually planning to go back to sit. We thought we were sitting on the Arsenal goals. I don't get tired to this time. Should we go back to sit?
Obama, you see, when we stood, Obama and got the penalty.
Because my neck, they pay me.
You know, you feel the goal will come. The goal will come. Maybe City might score the fourth one, and Arsenal will score one. You know, that kind of thing.
Realistically, based on what you've seen so far, is there a chance that Arsenal at least score one goal in this match?
The final balls from the Arsenal team have been quite disappointing, and there is no better chance than getting the penalty kick and converting. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, I feel he blew. He
scored that early.
Yeah, then we'll see a different Arsenal, because Man City have come into the second half and they are doing absolutely nothing. Like I said, I'm yet to see Kevin De Bruyne. He's just calm. He's just been silent. I've been seeing more of David Silva and Leroy Sané.
Yeah.
So Aguero has not been getting so much supplies as he should on a very normal day. And he asked the question: when Kevin De Bruyne isn't playing, when David Silva is scheming, Leroy Sané is the man, then and Aguero isn't there, the best two players for City in recent weeks have been Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero. And when both of them are not, when I mean they are not playing, when both of them are not, as good as they used to be on a very normal day, then you ask the question: why is Arsenal not drawing at least? Not even winning. I'm talking about draw, because City are not playing the best way City will go, and they're going forward again.
They said Aguero launches forward here. He has options to his right. He's gone for that option. Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva takes a pause, finds Kyle Walker, who decides to go back to Bernardo Silva. Arsenal well organized defensively, making sure that Manchester City players are lost for options. And that threat initially has now been solved by the Arsenal defenders. Otamendi almost losing possession in a delicate place on the field, but somehow manages to recover as Vincent Kompany, the Belgian international captain of Manchester City, lose possession, and Arsenal can attack here. Mesut Ozil goes forward. He has so many players to beat.
What was he doing?
He's a tricky fellow, but guess what? He's lost possession and City can attack again, and it's in the foot of a man you don't want, Leroy Sané, who also loses possession. So it's about cat and mouse here. Let's wait for the mistake, let's wait for the chance, and let's take it as Arsenal can attack again from the left. But Mesut Ozil couldn't get that one and had to give up for chasing. 65 minutes on the clock, guys. It's almost a result. Arsenal nil, Man City 3.
Yeah, you asked a question. Mesut Ozil went forward and he had two players who were free that he could have given the ball to. He decided to get the ball and run into a brick wall of Kyle Walker and Vincent Kompany. And you ask, what was he doing? Just pass the ball there, pass the ball here. And someone sits down and tells me, oh, I said Wenger is not coaching well. Would he tell Mesut Ozil, just pass a simple ball? What does Johan Cruyff say? The simplest way to play football is pass to your nearest man and run into space. He passes, just keep passing, and you guys will find a way forward. And Pep Guardiola has used the system and it has worked for him. Arsenal's final balls, very disappointing. They can't even pick those passes. Danny Welbeck has been a pedestrian running up and down.
Well, there's a goal to report in the Liga as we speak, as we go back to that game between Las Palmas and Barcelona. Las Palmas just equalized against Barcelona. It's now 1 goal apiece. It's a penalty. Caleri converting. Jonathan Caleri converted the penalty from Las Palmas, and it's Las Palmas 1, Barcelona 1. If you remember, Lionel Messi scored on the 4th for Barcelona in the 24th minute. It's level in that game, and we'll have to wait if we are going to get a winner. In the other games in La Liga as we speak, we've seen a full time between Real Betis and Real Sociedad. It's goalless between the two sides, and we're yet to see a goal between Alaves and Levante. Goalless as we speak. 15 minutes in the French Cup, Coin against Lyon, and it's goalless as we speak. Well, exciting times in football as we prep ourselves to go back to the phone lines and hear from you. But let's quickly dash back to Facebook. WhatsApp is going to be handled by Namdi Akuba.
Yep.
I'm sure he's doing his best to filter the messages and make sure that he gets as many as possible.
Yeah, that's so much
what
already.
What can we do? We wish we could take out the messages, but if you get to hear your message, you should be thankful. In the midst of so many, your message was seen and was read. But let's go to Facebook and see what we have going down with your comments as we wait for the next goal between Arsenal and Manchester City. Well, let's just pause for that and let's see what Aubameyang does here from the right. He has space to decide. Well, that one has been blocked. Arsenal have been poor today. I won't be surprised if the fans boo them at full time. I won't be surprised. This is not what you pay for. This is not what you bid all proceedings to be part of, especially the terrible weather in England in the last 1 week. Well, Ajayi is on Facebook and he's talking as well. He says, let Arsenal bring back David Dean and bury this rubbish they call disaster. Wenger is technically the #1 problem. He agrees with N6. Agochukwu Emeka says Bayern beat Arsenal 5 thrice. Now Man City, okay, are doing the same but with a lower goal margin. Okay, meaning Bayern scored 5 times, City have scored 3 times against Arsenal, and it's becoming a regular occurrence for City against Arsenal. Peter Keredolu, hi, you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Although I'm not an Arsenal fan, as much as we blame the manager, the player also share a large part of the blame, because you can't expect the coach to play the ball on the pitch. The players are simply poor. Peter, all the way from Australia. Thank you, Peter. We see you.
See you, Peter. I see you.
Nice one, bro. That's why we go live, so you can see us. You can listen to us live. Yeah, you can listen and still watch. It means life is better. Not just listening. You can always watch us during the big matches right here on Nigeria Info FM Lagos with Femi and the gang. Thank you for that. Do not forget, it's simple. Go to www.facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM, and trust me, you won't be disappointed. More messages right here, and this one is blaming Arsene Wenger as the problem of the club. Fortune, we see you. Thank you for that. Let's see if we have more messages. Adala Lawrence says even penalty, they can't score, they can't play. Elizabeth Rita says I can't even cry right now. This is just too much to take in. Even though I figured we would lose, but not like this again. Worst season ever. Oh, Lizzie baby, I feel for you. Change clubs. Moses Daly says, good evening guys. Arsenal is only pretending to be playing so that Man City can win the match. I don't think they are pretending. They actually want to win, but this one passed their power. Alright, yeah, N6 just stepped out. Had to just come sympathize with the Arsenal team. That's a boy. N6, Akinlabi. It's Yoruba name and I can't even pronounce it. What's wrong with me? Akim Femi Crown says, I think manager and the board should be blamed for Arsenal's poor performance this season. Abiodun Olatunde, my brother's over there. I'm highly disappointed, but there's little we can do. The game is done and dusted. Don't substitute Aguero.
He's going out.
Hey! They want to substitute our fantasy football captain.
Pep Guardiola has already, done the hand of. Do you want to go out? I think he has. I think he has a knock. I think he's got a knock, Aguero, and he has to be taken off off the pitch. It seems he has a knock, and good thing Gabriel Jesus is on the bench. So it's like quality out, quality in, and that's what City have. As against Alex, he will be being the biggest player on the Arsenal bench, and Arsenal is even yet to make. How would they even make a substitution with the kind of players they have on the bench?
Talking about the Manchester City bench, players that can still come on and make a difference. They've got exciting players. You have to agree completely. The Manchester City side. Well, let's confirm the yellow cards already in this match. Kolasinac was booked in this game, and Otamendi also on the yellow. We're yet to see a red card. We don't expect to see one, but it could happen.
It's possible.
We'll have to accept. On the bench for Manchester City, they've got Stones, Laporte, Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, Yaya Toure, and Phil Foden. And talked about Zinchenko is about to come on for Manchester City, and guess what? It's not Sergio Aguero.
It's Kyle Walker.
It's Kyle Walker, and this is the first substitution. Kyle Walker has taken a knock, and the manager Pep Guardiola has decided to substitute the England international. So it's Zinchenko, who looks like Kevin De Bruyne. It's hard to recognize the two players on the pitch. Zinchenko, an academy product, comes on and will be looking to continue his amazing run whenever he gets a chance in the first team of Manchester City. So 72 minutes on the clock. Scores remain the same. I remember telling you that most times in football matches, the team goes on to score so many goals in the first half and tend to relax.
Yeah.
City have been laid back in this one.
City have not really played. In fact, even in the first half, they really played little. All they did was score those goals. And you ask what Arsenal were doing, but it's been professional from City, very professional. They've come in there, they've got the goals. They seem to be running with their 3 points, and as they move forward, you fear they could get the goal. Say Aguero now on the attack.
Scored, so they have to move forward.
Yeah, that's the fear now for Arsenal. Aguero would be hungry. He needs to score a goal, and when he does, I think for me it was in the first half. If he was, amongst the goals to get the third, one of the 3 goals there, I'll say, oh, maybe it's all over. But the fact that Aguero is yet to score, the fact that Gabriel Jesus is still on the bench, then Arsenal might be in all sorts of trouble. But I just felt Arsenal had the chance of scoring a goal, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang had destroyed it. I want to hear the Arsenal fans criticize him. I'm yet to hear that. I'm yet to see the Arsenal fans say something wrong about him. Alexander Lacazette missed 2 chances when they played against Tottenham, and everybody wanted to kill him. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang played that same game for 90 minutes and didn't even see any of the chances that Alexander Lacazette saw when he came from the bench. I want to hear the Arsenal fans criticize Alexander Lacazette. They are not doing it, and that's the problem. Someone walks up to me and tells me, why would Wilshere not play in the team? He's Mr. Arsenal. Wilshere is not good enough for Arsenal. Wilshere, the name Wilshere, Arsenal is too big for Wilshere. If you want your players to perform, criticize them. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that from the fans. You want to talk about where the problems are coming, where the problem of Arsenal is coming from. I will still point at the fans as well.
Well, of course, we're doing this in partnership with our partners at the BBC London, England. As always, we like to always take your thoughts of the games as they happen. And we'll quickly dash into the BBC live text to see some of the messages we have coming in. Ethan is on the BBC live text, and he's getting involved in the match tonight between Arsenal and Man City, and he says, and I quote, "All this, what nonsense about what Wenger has achieved. He's won 3 Premier League titles in 21 years. Name another top club that would allow this. He's underachieved, and his refusal to invest adequately into the squad over the year has caught up with him." And I have to agree in a way with this one. But why I do not totally agree is because Wenger is just the manager. Somebody has to provide the funds, so they're both working together to make sure the funds are not.
Well, if it's not good enough, if the board, like I keep saying, if the board are not supporting your dream, they're not supporting your aspirations, they're not supporting, we need to do this, we need to do that, then take a walk. That's the problem I have with Wenger. If that's a very big if. But what if, as those rumors of Arsene Wenger this, Arsene Wenger that, is Arsene Wenger that is actually the problem? Is actually the one stifling the fact that they can't get those players? Then he needs to do something. The world has changed. This is the same problem as Alex Ferguson had before he died. He figured, I can't get players this expensive.
You're an Arsenal fan. You're sounding so pained.
No, I'm sounding so pained because Arsenal is a big club. I feel Arsenal is a big club, and they shouldn't be humiliated like this. Let's say the first one was an error. You can't do this back to back.
What do you advise Arsenal fans? They should start supporting the club?
No, they should do something. They need to do something. Stop buying the merchandise. Unfortunately, some people have bought season tickets, so there's nothing they can do. Unfortunately, people go there for tourism, and they just want to sit down and watch Arsenal play. And look at City. City are coming there to. Imagine I travel to the UK just to go and watch.
Was going to be
no. Imagine I'm in Nigeria now. I'm an Arsenal fan, and I say, okay, let me go and watch Arsenal. Saturday, I say I want to that, and I'll see this kind of thing. But I will cry now, and I'll think about the money I spent. I'll think about all that. Now, the Arsenal fans need to take a stand. If you actually want to work, if you actually want the team to move from where they are now to where they want to be, then you have to do something. If you buy Arsenal jerseys on a very normal day, you encourage them, you get the merchandise, the cups, the mufflers and the rest. Stop getting them. If you know at the start of the season you get season tickets, stop getting them, because if you keep doing these things, Arsenal will keep making the money, and they don't make those changes.
Right, guys, 75 minutes on the clock. Arsenal near Manchester City 3. John, also on the BBC Live text, says, watching here in the US, and I'm done. Why should we support Arsenal if they don't care? Out with Wenger, he says. Wenger out. That's what people are preaching here. Arsene Wenger has just put his head in his hands. Then he realizes where he is and forces himself to look at the football again. This one is petering out. The ball game was a 16-minute period, and 4-star City played football from another planet. And that's the difference in this match. Wenger totally lost in his own world. He can't believe what's happening. Decides to look again. But City, dominant in the 4-star, didn't need to break sweat. The 4-4 looking to get another goal in this match. Alright, let's quickly take some more calls right here on the show. You're listening to Football Frenzy. We are Femi and the Gang.
But before you take those calls, you see, we're still talking about the Arsenal fans and the way it is for them. The moment it's 3-0 now, Abi, against City. The moment they play the next game and they win, Nobody says Wenger out again. Nobody says blame the board. Nobody says, oh, this is that. Arsenal, we are back. And that's the problem. When Wenger already knows this is the case, and see, Aguero wants to go and score.
He must score. I told you.
Almost.
And the check says.
For once.
Aguero must score. No. You can't end today without scoring. It's like he will be the one to suffer because Aguero is going to score goals and you don't score and midfielders have scored.
Yeah.
It can actually affect you. So Aguero will score. I'm voting for that big time. And it's not about wishing Arsenal bad luck. It's about seeing what is on the pitch, and it's almost certain that City will score one goal before full time.
You know, if you City will keep going forward. Maybe the 9 minutes of the game, you would see City, go forward to get a goal. It's what it is. At this point, everyone is saying, is it going to be the manager? Is it going to be the board? It's not. It's all three, the fans inclusive. Because if the fans say the same thing they say today, they say it tomorrow, they say it next tomorrow, then the board will know they are serious. But the problem is they've lost 3-0 now. Oh, okay, it's 3-0. Tomorrow they play the next game and they win. Then Wenger is back. We are back.
All right, let's take a call or two as we continue. No, don't always switch off your radio set.
What's happened?
Good evening. Hi. Good evening. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah. Good evening. Gift.
Gift in the building. How are you doing, Gift? Okay, good to hear from you as always. All right. What do you make of tonight's game? Arsenal are being massacred.
Try. You shout Wenger out. Wenger out. Yeah. They're losing, they were complaining. Flying plane.
So Arsenal's problem is Arsene Wenger.
It's the fans.
So the fans should boycott going to football matches or buying anything that the club sells. Is that what you're saying?
Then they should do it.
Beat you like babies. Maybe it's just a bad season. You just never know what happens next year, But guess what, Gift? It can still be a good season for Arsenal if they win the Europa League. I'm sure you know that. Why can't they beat AC Milan, Atletico, Dortmund? Arsenal have a good score. They can beat these teams. Yes.
But they should be Man City first now.
That's what I know.
It's too much now.
I know, no vex. I'm just trying to see the positive in the problems of Arsenal. I know. That is still the manager. Yeah.
Then Arsenal is back.
I know. Thank you so much, Gift. Appreciate the call. And of course, just saying it as it is for the Arsenal team. Well, let's confirm yet another substitution for Manchester City. We've seen Zinchenko come on to replace Kyle Walker. This time it's Yaya Toure,
the elephant,
who has come on to be part of what's happening. The Manchester City team today in London against Arsenal. I'm trying to confirm the player taking
Aguero.
Aguero is off.
Aguero is off.
That just broke my heart.
Yeah, you start to wonder who is going to play the attacking role. That's the problem now because
You
City.
know I captained Aguero in my fantasy football team.
Why would you do that? When Salah did, yeah? No, Salah was the captain. Aguero has.
I didn't captain Aguero. I just remember that Captain Salah.
At least it's.
There was caught between Captain Aguero, Salah, and Kane. And guess what? Kane scored. Salah scored. Aguero didn't score.
Yeah. At least the good thing about this thing is Aguero already has an assist. Yeah. Yeah, Toure is in. And that's to show how disappointing Arsenal are. Yeah, Toure is in. You know, he's in.
Yeah, Toure has a good record against Arsenal as well. He's got a couple in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would fancy him to at least there's the goalkeeper before full time. 83 minutes on the clock. We're set for 8 more minutes. 7 minutes of normal time plus additional time. Let's just sum it up to 10 more minutes and that's match. And it's Arsenal who are losing at the Emirates against the Manchester City. 3-0. Well, Bernardo Silva opened the scoring for the Manchester City side on the fourth half. David Silva scored a second. And Leroy Sané, for me, the man of the match, finally got his name on the score sheet. The fourth half. So the goals have dried up. But can Arsenal at least salvage some pride and show the fans that they are there for the long run. At some point, you just have a feeling that the manager will suffer. When a team is going through a bad patch, you don't even touch some of the players. You have to go to the manager. But Wenger is so powerful, you can't even touch him.
Yeah, that's
So
the problem.
Where do we go here for the Arsenal side?
It's still the fans. The fans have to show that they are the reason the club stands. It's as simple as that. We pay the money and the club has money. That's how it is.
Live in the stadium here.
This is where they start doing. They go one by one, and the stadium wasn't filled up in the first place, and the little fans that are here are walking away. I mean, this is disappointing. This is everything a big football club should not be.
Arsenal have a date with Brighton on Sunday. The next match.
When they win that one now, we are back.
You can't even be sure they would win that.
You can, no, if it happens, we are back. We are back.
The same day, Manchester City will play the big match on the day, and this time it's Chelsea. You all remember what happened in the first leg? Chelsea lost at Stamford Bridge by 1-0 against Man City. Kevin De Bruyne scored the only goal in that game last year. So this year, you can always put your money on City winning. That's the shortest bet ever in the world. Let's look at some of the other fixtures next weekend. We've got Liverpool will play against Newcastle. That's on Saturday. We've got Tottenham against Huddersfield. Leicester will play Bournemouth. We've got Swansea against West Ham. Manchester United do not play until Monday night, and they are going to Selhurst Park to play Crystal Palace. It's Monday night and it's 9 p.m. kickoff. The last time they played, that game ended 2-1. Zlatan scoring late in that game after Paul Pogba started the scoring for United. Crystal Palace equalized, and the big Swede, the Lion, the God with a small G, Zlatan, scored the winner. We celebrated.
We all celebrated. I can't forget that day. Zlatan, 9-minute goal for Manchester United against Crystal Palace. But
what jersey? You can remember.
Yes, sir?
What was the jersey United won?
White.
It was red. Come on.
No.
You told me you remember.
What?
Red.
At Selhurst Park?
Yes.
White.
Red.
White, my friend, was white.
So it's black.
Black bow. White.
I'm joking. They wore the white jersey. Gabriel Jesus is
Jesus.
back. Gabriel Jesus. Final substitution for sure for Manchester City, and David Silva is the man set to be taken off. What a player. This one is a magician. David Silva back to the way he scored. Leroy Sané got the ball to David Silva. 1-2 with Sergio Aguero, and simply pull it in the back of the net. Made it look easy. The Spanish international. See you at the World Cup.
Yeah.
With the Spanish national team. So David Silva is off, and Gabriel Jesus makes his comeback after that horrific injury against Crystal Palace last year. It was a thigh injury, or was it an ankle injury?
Yeah, it was a bad one. Yeah.
This is even more option for Man City.
Yeah, that's to show a better bench. You look at the bench. Arsenal are yet to make one substitution.
Shockingly.
One.
Who do they plan to bring?
At least bring Iwobi. At least bring Iwobi. Just bring him in.
Iwobi can't do anything.
He doesn't need to do anything. What are those ones doing? They did not warm in their leg. You should bring him in there to come and warm his own legs.
This stadium is a capacity of 60,000, and we've only seen 58,420 coming to watch this game. But you can have that amount because majority of the fans have left the stadium disappointed with the Arsenal today. Arsenal Fan TV will be lit tonight.
Yeah, we want
Can't wait
to be lit, fam.
to be lit for
Because you know the problem. Now you ask the question: who is losing and who is winning? Arsenal are yet to make one substitution, one single one. City are the ones who are actually losing, who are winning at the moment, and City have made 3 substitutions.
Which shows you that they have options. Arsenal
What do you say?
They don't have options on the bench. 87 minutes, we can confirm it's Arsenal. I almost called it. I'm not Femi The Gang. Arsenal nil, Man City 3. This is turning out to be a night to forget for Arsenal as a club, and I mean sympathy with the fans.
Yo, Pierre, can you come over? Tired of all this nonsense. Yo, Pierre, can you come over? City is beating you 3-0. 3-0 back to back.
Arsenal fans know Mama will sing tonight.
Mama will sing. Mama has to sing.
That is already pouring salt on the fresh injury. So let's leave it that way. Mama will sing for sure, and we're going to celebrate City's win with the official club song or anthem, as the case may be. Oluwabumi Lasisi says, okay, he says, Bola, why did you put your hands on your head? You want Man City to bury Arsenal? Please, pity. Well, I actually want Arsenal to score so we can have a good end.
Yeah,
it hasn't happened. Arsenal don't want to score. City are scoring. It's unbelievable what's happening here. And Agochuku Emeka says, beat Atletico how? This in from Atletico would rip Arsenal apart.
And someone can help them beat Atletico so that they just have a safe passage.
Okay, well, what Adekunle says, Bola, you that Arsenal, stop whining the babe, Jare. Say that you stop whining the babe. I'm not giving up on Arsenal. Trust me.
Arsenal is they are a very big club. In case the fans don't know, in case these players here don't know, even in case Wenger doesn't know, Arsenal is a very big club, and that's where the pain is coming from. When Gary Neville says they are spineless, he knows the Arsenal team he faced back in the day. And he's like, this is not the Arsenal team I face. It used to be war. We're not seeing that. After this scene, Berlin will still go and do his fashion show. When he goes there, he does his fashion show and makes his money and takes selfie and does this and does that. And tomorrow he comes to play again. See, this thing has to stop.
Bamidele says, can I know the name of these people in the studio? See, where are these people now?
Chai, Bamidele.
Can I know the name of these people in the studio? You can't know because we don't vex. Ask politely, I will tell you. 89 minutes on the clock. It's Arsenal nil, Manchester City 3. We're just waiting. We're waiting for full time. Arsenal players are waiting for full time as well. Arsene Wenger is just waiting to go have a hot shower. It's pretty cold, so I can't say Wenger is going to have a cold shower. It's very cold in London today.
Everyone says that and say, were you thinking Arsenal was going to beat City? No, I wasn't thinking Arsenal was going to beat City, but I wanted, Arsenal to put some respect into this. You lost 3-0. If you losing back to back is bad, but 1-0 would have been better. A draw would have been good. We're not seeing that.
Arsenal may just pull one back here as they attack Danny Welbeck.
Pull back
for the ball, but Danilo just at the right place at the right time to clear the lines for Manchester City, and the referee has made it easy. It's just 2 minutes of additional time.
Will Wenger complain?
For the first time in a long time, City are playing and they're not conceding. At times they score so many goals and still manage to concede a goal. But Arsenal had a chance to score. They haven't taken it and they continue to press. Who knows? Arsenal could just score a goal and destroy the clean sheets already set to happen for the defenders and the goalkeeper, Ederson Moraes.
Wenger should go and complain and say, why are you giving us 2 minutes?
Remember what happened in the Carabao Cup final where Wenger himself said, he went to ask the fourth official, we need more time, and the fourth official was like, why do you need more time? What else do you want in this game? It's over.
Let's come and win now.
Professor Wenger, just deal with it and find a way to get your team playing. My feeling tell me that Arsenal will get a goal before full time. 91 minutes played. Mesut Ozil with a corner kick. It's high and it's well cleared by Vincent Kompany, the Manchester City captain. The feeling was the wrong feeling. Okay, Arsenal still get another chance. It's a free kick. Mkhitaryan fouled, and it's shocking that Arsenal are going to end this game without making a single substitution.
Of course.
And Eric Mkhitaryan gets a chance to cross. It's better be inch perfect. Else Arsenal would have lost this game without scoring a goal. Yeah, we just want it to be 3-1. 3-0 is too embarrassing. And the cross is the
can't even cross.
Eric Mkhitaryan, now we understand why Manchester United told you. No disrespect.
Can't even cross.
This is poor. It's just the basics of football matches. You need to get your passes sorted. You need to get your foot sorted. They haven't done that so far. The Arsenal team has been poor today. and Wenger has his work cut out. He has to find a way to get this team winning again. It's been too poor from the Arsenal today. City can even score more. Well, it's full time. The referee helps. We can confidently say that Manchester City have come to London, Arsenal, to win by 3-0. A reminder of the goal scorers, Bernardo Silva, David Silva, and Leroy Sané. And this is how we celebrate Manchester City, because they have an official song. We just have to honor the team. They deserve it. The best team in the land. It's Manchester City, baby, and it's the win that you dream of, the stuff of champions. Congratulations, Manchester City, worthy winners today against the Arsenal. Thank you so much. Not easy for Arsenal. It's happened, and it's a bad one for the Gunners. Good evening. Yes, you're live. What's your name? Alright, so Wenger should go already.
Night.
Awesome stuff. Resign, Arsene Wenger, he says. More calls coming in. Good evening. Yes, you are live.
Football of Ireland. Shabere.
Alright, Samson. Alright, Samson, thanks for joining us tonight.
But can I ask you a question? Was it Wenger that told Aubameyang to throw penalty away, or is it the one that is going to teach Mkhitaryan how to cross balls, or is it the one that is going to teach Peter Cech when to stay on the line and when not to? Manchester changed because one man was tired. One man decided to retire.
Okay, Wenger go. Thank you very much. Let's give you an update in the game between Las Palmas and Barcelona. It's still 1-1 in that game. Barcelona struggling to get the maximum points. Still goalless. 55 minutes between Alaves and Levante as well. Good evening to you. Righty, what's it? Alright, Friday. Welcome.
Arsene Wenger though. No, but Welbeck was a starter at United.
He didn't even make a substitution for 90 minutes, shockingly.
To show you he doesn't have anybody on the bench.
Problem. Okay, thank you, Friday. Alright, let's take one more call, then we'll go to WhatsApp and see what you guys are saying. Good evening. Yes, you're welcome. It's Football Frenzy. Arsenal have been destroyed.
Football of violence.
Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Alright, Olatunde, go ahead.
Good evening to you. Olatunde. Did anybody tell Arsene Wenger not to spend that amount of money? And that's what we're saying. So if City is spending, see the two highest spenders, City and United. Who is first and who is second? That's what we're saying. So that's what we're saying. It's as simple as that.
All right. Thank you. You too. Have a pleasant night rest. All right, guys. Let's visit the world or kingdom of WhatsApp.
Alright, on WhatsApp we have so many messages, over 100 messages, and I have to read just a few of them. Oduson Olawale, by their name we shall know them. Wenger, Berin, Cassette, Morel, Chambers. Okay, that's quite confusing. You sent it a million times, but as confusing as it is, I have to stop there. Muche from Okoko, please. The problem of Arsenal is simple, and it's just agidi. That's all. Sack Wenger, then no agree. In fact, no weapon Wenger against me shall prosper. So he said. For Samson from Isheri, he says Wenger is the problem of Arsenal. Which other coach have heard defending the account books of a club he coaches? I don't know. Chai, Barca won't do me 30 this night. Ekesin from Mushi. Okay, Wenger should go. Arsenal are going downstream. Emmanuel from Agor Palace. The problem Arsenal is facing is Wenger. So he says it's truly sad that Arsenal thought top four was always going to be a guarantee. Now there are more than 4 strong teams, and Arsenal is surely playing for this mediocrity. Mark Paul sending us this message all the way from Canada. And in as much as we want to criticize Aubameyang for the poor penalty, I think we should also praise the keeper for reading the game well. That was a poor penalty. Yes, the keeper went the right way, but that was a very poor penalty. You don't expect penalties like that from a player like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Okay, more messages. Losing 3-0 back to back. Lazy team. Damilola from Okiaro. He's sending that one. So the messages keep coming in.
Okay.
And
let's take a few more as we get ready to see our baby buys.
all right, good evening, Femi and the gang. Tofumi from Bagada. I can bet that Milan would beat Arsenal in Europa. Win Europa for where? So he says,
Don't be too sure.
says Wenger is the problem. You never walk alone. Tunde from Koshofe is sending that one in. And Sack Wenger Biko. That's what someone is sending in here. Olawale. Okay, where is that? Olawale Odusanwo says 6 goals in 2 matches. That's true. They've considered a whole lot of goals. Wenger out is a hashtag on WhatsApp. That's a strange one. Arsenal Sha. So he says. Now on sabbatical. Say Mama must play. And David sends that one. So I'm now on sabbatical on all Arsenal related issues. And that's Felix all the way from Ikorodu. Spineless Gunners. Gone for good. Wenger out. Good job, guys. Sheung from Ilorin. So many messages right here on WhatsApp. If I start, let me just take this one. Oh my! It says, "Is Arsenal okay?" Stabby. This is what happens when village people is after Wenger. Pep no get church mind though. Say one Ayose from Maryland. I beg no play. Say I beg no play Mama for Arsenal though. Them no be big team again.
Ologunladimeji says this is a total embarrassment for Arsene Wenger. He's buying an attacker but no defender. Should go. This one on Vex. Dexterra says I was at Wembley when Arsenal lost. Now at the Emirates, Arsenal lost in London. You better sit down for your house.
Dexterra, stop going. You are the problem now. Why are you going?
If the board are really serious, Wenger should be jobless by 2 p.m. tomorrow. Alexander Lashinde says. And Austin Elochukwu says Czech has been on 199 clean sheets since mid-December. It's March 1st. Still never gets his clean sheet. 100. Danny Ward says really feel bad for Arsenal, but even worse for their fans. Kelvin is here. Wenger doesn't learn. He deserves no respect whatsoever. He should be sacked. He has influenced Aubameyang to the extent that he has started playing like Welbeck.
Oh, that's true.
David says you guys shouldn't waste Mama on Arsenal. We'll waste it.
We'll waste it. Arsenal are a big team. I refuse to say Arsenal are a small team. They are a big team and we must play Mama.
El Pistolero says, can we just make Mama's Arsenal's official anthem?
I think we should.
Okay. Last King, record signing for Arsenal seems to be playing for both sides. I remember saying that he was playing for Man City. Today, I can't wait to hear Mama's song being played. Arsenal poorly in hand. Alutong Obed says, please, what time can I follow your program? We're back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Morning, 7 p.m. in the night. Okay, I'm looking for more fresh streets. Meniola from Otuyelu says, what a crazy day at the Emirates. This is more than flogging, disappointing, disgrace, humiliation, deterioration, and battered. Abana, wow.
All this grammar for Arsenal.
For Arsenal.
Wait a
fact, this is disappointing to say the least. Annie says, Precious says, Wenger is a specialist in failure. Daniel says, well, when Judgment Day comes, I'm going to make sure I'm wearing an Arsenal shirt. Just, God knows, I've been
you've suffered enough. Try.
Oh dear, this is not the best time to be an Arsenal fan. And Lawal Mokalabo is here, and he says, what is the difference between Wenger? Don't take it to that terrain that they're going. Mark is here. If Arsene Wenger is not sacked tonight, it means Juju in my village no gets class 3. 3 goals in 30 minutes, he says. And a few more tweets. Aziz Omosonjo says, Bolani Arsenal versus Man City is a suicide attempt to Wenger. FA to be blamed. Why they go allow them play Manchester City? Ojuelewa captain says, this Welbeck can't make MFM bench. It looks more like Suya Sela. a millionaire footballer looks like a serious seller, you don't get respect.
Ah.
Sincerely, I thought Gary's spineless was bad, but I can confirm that they don't have a skeleton. He just said he thought the spineless comment was hard, that they don't even have a skeleton. Not to talk of a spine. Okay, I guess that's as far as we can go. On Twitter, Abelsman says, when the attackers are LMAO, what were you expecting? Eniola, we see you. Boozman, Babalola, read one. Man City should not score all their goals tonight. They should reserve some for Chelsea, and he laughs out loud. Alright, James Chime says, this is the worst Arsenal have ever been. If Wenger is not sacked this weekend, then his juju is definitely very strong. Olajide, I beg, Arsenal is a club. It's not a beg. Okay, he said, I beg, is Arsenal a club or a warehouse for ammunition? I think they have an Arsenal. Okay, that's the spot. Let's leave Twitter as we get ready to depart. Permission to follow us, Nnamdi Kuba.
Permission granted. Permission granted. Yeah.
Alright guys, that's our broadcast for tonight. Femi and the gang, we've had fun doing this with you. Not just on Facebook Live, we've done so much as well on Twitter, and not forgetting the phone calls we could take, and WhatsApp. Thank you so much. Without this, we can't have a good show. So thank you so much for being part of the show tonight. Let's quickly check what Barcelona are playing as we speak. It's 90 plus minutes, and this one looks like 1-1. It looks like a 1-1 eventually between the two sides. 91 minutes, and Arsenal, Barcelona, pardon me, are looking unlikely to get the win in this match. Once again, thank you so much for being part. We gotta go. Thank you so much, Nnamdi Kuba. It's been fun doing this with you.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. We saw exciting football, at least in the first half, not in the second. But fantastic for City. I think the trophy is going to Manchester, not the red side but the blue side. They have destroyed Arsenal, and I'll wait for the papers and reports from the Arsenal camp and how they're faring.
Ifeanyi Demola Donald, not forgetting Master Correct and Adeyemi. I see all your messages. Thank you so much. We go again at the weekend for the big game between Manchester City and Chelsea. This time, will it be Chelsea to destroy Manchester City, or we see what we've seen all season? Manchester City destroying teams with reckless abandon. My name is Bolami Olajide. We live in the hands of Mama Africa as she sings for the Arsenal team. Disappointing again, and Mama doesn't disappoint. She comes out to sing most times when the big teams fail to win, and this is how we celebrate Arsenal's loss tonight. My name is Bolami Olajide. Have a good night's rest if you're an Arsenal fan, and have a better night's rest if you support Manchester City. Good night.
Yeah,